the native of the state of North Carolina, who readily admits that this game carries a little more weight for him. He also was pretty vocal in saying that
there's a lot of guys out.
You'll see some 1-3-1 early, right?
Yeah, you'll see a lot of mix-ups in terms of the defense, and a lot of this is to be disruptive. That's just going to be too easy. But you mentioned that about Moses Wright in North Carolina.
Big Mark Williams was on the business end of that dunk. Here's who Josh Pastner sends out to start. Jose Alvarado, the senior leader. And right on cue, we get a dunk from Moses Wright. So dunk. Here come the Blue Devils. Good hands on the inside. There is Alvarado knocking it loose. Alvarado on the other end can't get the shot up, but his shot is on the way for Wendell Moore in his first bucket of the night.
Matthew Hurt doesn't know where he has to seal.
Alvarado leads the ACC in steals, and the shot from the corner, first three-pointer of the night for the Blue Devils, goes down for Wendell Moore Jr. He refers to that time at West Point. He was a cadet as a student and also an assistant coach for Bob Knight there. Many times we talked to Coach, he talks about the lessons learned. He was singing the praises of Moses Wright.
Well, tennis is the same thing. You're on your toes all the time. It's lateral quickness, it's reaction. And Moses Wright has it, as he shows it off right there on the quick jump block.
What cute. You'd never seen him in high school. He said he didn't. He said, no, we never.
Yes. Hindsight is usually 20/20.
Usher to the bucket and one.
That's a physical take. You guys wait for a second. The paint gets open, you've got to attack. And the decisiveness is what leads to the finish. You're attacking a poor closeout.
The selection committee selects the 68 teams. If there is a team that has COVID issues, they would be replaced by one of the...
Have an NCAA tournament that I think, regardless of the field, we're going to be happy to see basketball in March.
Pump fake, step back, buckets. Matthew Hurt, it's a three ball. Moore gets in the paint. Now see if Wright can handle the size of Williams. Good cut to the basket and good denial at the rim. One thing that Mark Williams with more minutes gives Duke on defense.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better with his feel for the game.
On your bingo card, Michael Devoe with a rebound, Tech into the front court. Alvarado. Now Sturdivant answers with a three. There's Goldwire on the lob, and for the second time tonight, they go right over the top to Big Mark Williams.
Point where they can trust him to get that ball. They threw it before he even got into position.
He bothers Moses' right shot, but Moses sticks with it as a veteran does. Sturdivant, another three.
I mean, the fact that he had the face shield on doing it too, with the button chops, sideburns, I mean, the whole thing just works. But there's all sorts of sincerity in that, and I think that's what was fun about it. Have three teams in the top 10. Clearly some struggles, especially the teams that are young in this COVID year where you haven't had the it's time to establish the dynamics of a normal season. Georgia Tech winning streak, and you saw the number of assists that they put up. They had 33 field goals against Syracuse on Saturday and assisted on 26 of them. That is absurd. Has a 4-point lead just across the halfway point of the first half here at McCamish Pavilion. Oh, high-low, Matthew Hurt, good look inside. He was fouled underneath, and Matt will have a chance for a three-point play. Is there such a thing as smallism?
Maybe. Let me tell you something. That was good defense from Khalid Moore.
More feel. Defensively, they've got to be careful not to pick up foul troubles with their key guys.
Loose along the baseline, ESPN app. Devoe with a strong move. It's a one-point game.
But it's the polish that you need to continue to improve upon to be able to excel at this level.
Backdoor cut. Thank you very much. And it's another basket for Wendell Moore for the 4-minute mark of the first half. Brakefield gets his man in the air and a chance for a three-point play with a sense of desperation for both teams in their tournament resume.
A sense of desperation, you add that to the rivalry, and it's a rivalry.
A little bit uncharacteristic first half for Josh Pastner's squad in terms of taking care of the basketball. Wendell Moore Jr. to the bucket, and boy, what a first half Wendell's had. He's got 13.
They get down, they'll take quick shots. Sometimes they won't pass the ball at all, and they'll take a shot. So if you don't pass the ball, you have a good chance you're not going to turn it over. Other teams, they just don't shoot, so they don't turn the basketball over.
Bucket for Usher. Usher's got 7. 29-28, inside 2 minutes to go. Matthew Hurt with an easy layup right at the rim. Here's Wright. Moses misses at point-blank range. Duke doing a good job contesting Wright when he gets close to the bucket. Moore feeling it and knocks in the 3. Among the first 4 out, Georgia Tech the last 4 in, and pretty tight first half here in Atlanta. Wright for 3. Big. And at the horn, and that'll give the Jackets a lift as they go into the break.
Look, you have to feel good about that. That's something you can build upon. It doesn't mean you should tailor your offense around them to get them something and help them find rhythm. They have to figure it out. And at this point in the season, I think this is where you expect them to be able to make their own.
A strong one for Georgia Tech. They shot 51% in the second half of ACC games this year, 57% in games in which they win, and a 3 is on the way in the first bucket of the night.
Just being patient with the basketball, goes baseline, pulls it out, attacks the paint, out for a kick-out 3, and that's the in-rhythm high percentage to me.
The house of Usher as Jordan reigns in the 3. Not a lot of free throws shot in this game, John. In Duke's ACC losses, they've been outscored by 40 from the free throw line. We've documented his story over the couple of games that we've had with Georgia Tech this year. Swam, played tennis, excellent athlete, and over the top to Mark Williams again. On the trail, and another steal by Duke. Wendell Moore, who's sensational, now has 18 points. Double team of Wright forces him to give it up. Now Usher with another strong move. And now Moses Wright goes down as he jumped up to follow in case it came out, and he's slow to get up. Had it knocked away. Goldwire with 6 assists so far. A bit of a homecoming for him. That might be number 7. And there's the bucket from Williams.
It's important in college basketball. People don't realize how important it is to have coaches on the floor.
Lowe creates a little room, and Wright cleans it up for the offensive putback. No, he left it that way. Maybe he's right. Alvarado, ball don't lie, right?
Ball don't lie,
Jose steals the inbounds pass. Alvarado looking for his first bucket, and he's got it. I think Jose wanted the 3-point play. Georgia Tech has it tied.
Feel the game a little bit more. Don't just catch the ball and fly around. Play with a little bit more poise and understanding.
Alvarado gives Tech its first lead since the 9:34 mark of the first half. So Tech gets the ball on the jump ball. Alvarado tries it again. Wright's fighting for it inside, and he dunks it home. And that edge you're talking about is one of the things that Pastner had him doing early morning workouts early in his career because he wasn't getting time. There were a couple of plays early as Mark Williams flushes one home.
And part of that edge is earning it, too.
There he is again. And another dunk for Moses, who's trying to lead him to the promised land. Just over 8 minutes to go. Duke has turned it over 4 of their last 6 possessions, and now Georgia Tech trying to build its biggest lead of the night. Offensive rebound for Moses Wright. He's got 21. As we've seen Moses Wright on the last few trips for the Jackets. So biggest lead of the night for Tech, biggest deficit of the night for the Blue Devils. Wendell Moore now has 20. Got 20 so far, and I think he's going to need a lot more than his career high if Duke's going to get out of here with a victory. Running ahead of the field is Devoe. Lost his balance, so he just found Moses for the dunk, and the Jackets are up by 8.
I forget who that was, but it was a good move. Kate Beckinsale, come on.
That's hilarious. I'd never heard of that movie until I saw it flipping through the channels the other night. Inside 5 minutes to go. Georgia Tech and Duke. Yellow Jackets up by 6, both sitting right on the bubble. Duke, who just joining us, just lost Matthew Hurt, who fouled out of the game.
You can tell Moses Wright was in position for that.
Goldwire working in on Alvarado, and Jordan Goldwire. Blue Devils will have the chance to cut into the lead, perhaps with a 3, make it a 1-possession game. Almost to travel. Baker's in there, and that's why he's in there. Baker has really struggled of late. They've lost 14 straight games against Duke. They haven't beaten them since 2010. Devoe gets his shot blocked by Williams, and the Blue Devils, once down 8. Who's going to take the shot with no Matthew Hurt on the floor? Shot clock at 3. Moore has to force one up, and Tech does a great job keeping all Blue Devils
against the zone.
I tell you, and Moses Wright has been really good on those offensive boards. That is not what they drew up, I'm sure, and that just a disaster. Here comes Goldwire, the senior from Norcross, Georgia. Kicks it to the corner. Great field, and we're going to go to overtime. Can they make it 15, or can the Yellow Jackets finally stop the slide? Mark Williams with the bucket, and he's fouled. He's 8 for 8 from the floor. Made all 8 of his shots. It's the most made field goals without a miss since Jalen Johnson, the former Blue Devil, hit all 8 in the game against Coppin State. Moses Wright ties it up. Jackets, I should say, in regulation. And now they can atone with a strong overtime finish. Skip to Devoe. Here's Alvarado along the baseline, and Jose scores. Rebound is corralled by Khalid Moore, and Georgia Tech has it. Just over 3 minutes to play in overtime, up by a deuce. Feed into Usher. Usher all the way in. Wanted to pull the trigger, but couldn't get the shot off.
He always wants to pull the trigger.
Yes, he does. Here's Moses Wright.
You just have to hold your ground. You have to force the toughest shot possible, particularly when you got a guy who's got 4 fouls. Play straight up and try to get an offensive foul.
Goldwire takes it, and the follow from Williams. Georgia Tech tries to snap a 14-game losing streak to Duke and enhance their tournament resume, but the Devils aren't done yet. Not gaining advantage. We did have a little issue with Matthew Hurt's 5th. What in the world? That was ungood, to put the technical term on it. The 3 ball from the corner, and Stewart. A valiant effort by the Blue Devils, but Georgia Tech enhances its tournament resume. They beat Duke for the first time since 2010 and snap a 14-game losing streak against Duke.